The full episode is now available on Patreon and YouTube memberships. Please see the link in the description for more details.
So you mentioned Dunk and Egg, and we got to talk about this. We got our first look
Oh, yeah.
at the Dunk and Egg prequel spinoff. It's coming soon. And, have you seen this?
Yeah, we see Dunk standing in a town. That's another one with child actors. Sorry to go back, because the Egg actor is in Dunk and Egg, and he's pretty young. He's probably like, I don't know, I'm bad at guessing ages for children, like 10 or something, 8 or 9,
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like that. I actually recently went through the material, and I got to say, the first story being my second favorite, the third being my most favorite. Something I noticed about it is that it's not as risque as the mainline material.
They're more. It's weird to say this. They're more child friendly. Dunk and Egg is more child friendly than Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire, because like you see Westeros at an orderly time. Like, it's not chaos. It's not like a civil war happening. So it's like anybody can do whatever they want. There's no law. So you get to see Westeros that's more civil. And of course, like, Dunk is a pretty nice guy. He's a very, very nice, innocent man. So yeah, Dunk and Egg doesn't run into that problem, or at least it won't. But that's the thing, is people expect out of Game of Thrones like sex and violence, so maybe they're going to add sex and violence. I don't know. Dunk and Egg can be definitely scary. It can definitely be scary.
But I sent you here the Redanian intelligence, which, by the way, for those of you who are not following Redanian intelligence, please do. They always have the scoops. And we got here the casting for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Finn Bennett is Arryn Targaryen, and he definitely looks like a piece of shit. No offense to the actor,
I can't wait for him, because he's where did I see him? He was in that HBO show.
He was in True Detective.
True Detective, yeah. He was in True Detective. He did a great job in that. Very different character in that. He's like more of an innocent, nice character, and now he's going to be like an asshole.
Actually, you know what? He does look familiar, but I'm looking at his Wikipedia page. There's nothing I've seen him in, but he looks familiar. He looks like he would play like a pompous, like, daddy's boy who...
He looks like Billy Skarsgård. He looks like Billy Skarsgård.
A little bit, yeah. Especially with there's a picture of him on Google with like short hair, but he definitely looks like a pompous rich boy who would like be antagonizing our protagonist. Like casting they got down perfectly.
I'm a sucker for Targaryen princes when they're like, because I liked what's his name, Harry Lloyd as
Viserys.
Viserys. I liked him as Viserys, who's like they're kind of like the same character, Arryn, Bright Flame, and Viserys. So it'll be kind of fun to see that. Yeah, he's good. I feel like he'll do good. Got
Actually, hold
Baelor.
on. You know who he looks like? Hold on, Helmeppo. So I recently watched the One Piece live action, and who plays Helmeppo? Live action actor. Aidan Scott. Look up the actor Aidan Scott. He kind of looks like that. Oh my god. Oh my god, these white boys look alike. Oh my god.
He looks identical. He looks near identical to this Aidan Scott. Interchangeable. Is he also British?
I mean,
or Irish?
They're playing villains. They
Aidan
might
Scott's
as well
South
be.
African.
I mean, that's...
He's South African, and then the Aryan guy, I think he's Irish, maybe. So they got that British Isles look to them, you know.
They really fucking do. And then you have Bertie Carvel as Baelor Targaryen. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. That definitely looks like it.
He looks like the fan art. He does look like the fan art. I wonder how tall this actress is, because Tanzil Tall is her like name, and they need her to be, because like the whole point is that she's tall, but to Dunk she's not that tall. She's like the right height for him. How tall is he? Because the Dunk actor actually isn't that tall. like right? He's how old is he? He's like, I don't think he's much over 6 foot.
I have no idea. I think he is.
Duncan,
he's well over 6 foot. I think he's like 6'3", 6'4".
See, but that's like for Dunk. All right, that's tall. That's pretty tall. That's pretty tall for like the average person. But like, yeah, he's 6'4". Okay, it's pretty tall. But Dunk like needs to be like 7 foot. Like, how old is Duncan tall in the books? Because he's like really tall in the books. Yeah, he's nearly 7 feet tall in the books. Like, he's on par with like the the mountain almost.
Well, the mountain actor is not as tall as he needs to be.
There's not too many 7-foot tall actors that are out there that can do stunts and act, and
believe it or not, there
Duncan
actually
needs to be attractive.
There actually is a very tall actor, but I don't think he would fit the role of Dunk. He's the guy. Have you ever seen
Is he the Prometheus actor, the one that plays the engineer in Prometheus? What's his name?
He very well might be. There's this guy from Jojo Rabbit, and he plays the Nazi SS officer who comes to visit the little
Stephen
boy.
Merchant?
I think so. Merchant. He is like freakishly tall. Stephen Merchant. This guy here, yeah. Holy shit, he's
Stephen
freakishly
Merchant's
tall.
6'7".
Oh, wow.
He voices Wheatley. He voices Wheatley in Portal 2, if anybody recognizes that. Yeah, he's like a comedian. Yeah, Stephen Merchant as Dunk is such a funny casting because he's such a weird-looking guy with like bug eyes. He is a giant man.
As for this actress, by the way, I believe she's 5'11", which for women, especially in the United States, that's pretty tall. So I mean, she's technically taller than the average medieval woman walking around. So
she would be able to look me in the eyes. So yeah, that's relatively
Oh, you're 5'11".
Yeah, 5'10", 5'11". It's like in between somewhere. I can round up.
I'm surrounded by tall people. My God.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I never noticed how tall I am until I'm at like a concert, where you're like, oh, I guess I'm like slightly above the average height, or you look around, you're like, yeah, I guess I don't have to look over too many heads. Anyways.
Here we have Daniel Ings as Lionel Baratheon. I hope I'm saying his last name correct, but someone said to me in my server, they said they said that meme, hey mom, can we have Henry Cavill in Dunkin' Eggs? No, we have Henry Cavill at home. Here's our Henry Cavill at home. Clearly, this is 100% guy right here.
Henry Cavill at home. Like, oh my gosh, he really does. Like, we're just finding actors that look like other actors on this casting list.
I guess they're saving Henry Cavill for when he gets to play Aegon the Conqueror, because that's like have you seen those fan arts that Henry Cavill is the guy? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what was he in? This guy here. Maybe I've not seen any of these people in anything.
Most of these people are pretty unknowns to me. Like they're British actors, so and there are a lot of like British stuff. He was in The Gentleman, which was like a movie. I say uncertainly. He could be a good Lionel Baratheon, I guess.
Oh, he was in the Marvels, which is probably why none of us know what he's done.
Yeah. It's like a black hole. Like the actors less when they're in the Marvels. So he's the laughing storm. So he's got to have a good laugh, this guy.
Hopefully he does. And Sam Spruell as Maker Targaryen, which, yeah, that dude looks so fucking British. He looks like one of the most British people alive. And he's also tall as fuck, 6'1".
He looks Targaryen.
He does look Targaryen,
he's 6'1",
yeah.
Man. He looks Targaryen as hell. So, yeah, I think he could. All these are pretty good castings. He looks younger than what I expect Maekar to be. But Maekar's supposed to be relatively young, but all the fan art doesn't really. It's probably because he's a Targaryen. He has the white hair, and the fan art always depicts him with like a beard, so it makes him look like an old man, like Barristan's age. So I always think Maekar's older than he actually is.
It's funny here, his Wikipedia page says he's a British actor known for playing mostly villain roles. So I guess this will be his first non-villainous role, where he's just like, That's
Maekar's grumpy, yeah. I guess he's like Maekar's not really a villain. He's just kind of like a very grumpy man. So I guess he's like a villain from Dunk's perspective, where he's kind of a jerk. All right, I'll have to see them, what they've been into because I'm very curious to know. I'm curious to know. Well, who's out? Who else? Who's not here? I guess this is the first book, so we're not really getting into Bloodraven territory or anything. Like I desperately want to see who they're gonna have play Bloodraven, because that would be fascinating. Like, oh my gosh, because they botched Bloodraven on the show, like just some old guy.